Wanted to show you what's for dinner tonight. I'm making a meatloaf, and I added the Enrichables packet, the kale and fiber. Let's see here if it'll show up. Yes, there we go. I added the kale and fiber to my meatloaf, so let me just turn it around and show you what this is going to be all about. So let's see here, press this button. All right. And so, as you can see, I have my meatloaf mixture here. It's just really super simple. I just have some breadcrumbs, a little, I have an egg, I added a little milk, and then some seasonings, and then I added the kale and fiber. And as you can see, it's green right now, but once it mixes in with the meat, and I just bought like already put together meatloaf mix from Meyer. So I'm just going to add that now to my meatloaf mixture and get it all ready to go. Something else that's cool that I want to show you, and I'll turn it back around here, is I want to show you how I'm actually going to be cooking the meatloaf. So I am going to be using our deep covered baker. Now, this is a really cool pot. I don't know. Can you hear my cat again? Every time I get on, she starts talking. Anyway, and so I'm going to be using a deep covered baker to put my meatloaf in, and then I'm going to cook it in the microwave. And it'll be ready in about 30 minutes, maybe a little bit, depending on how thick I make it. It could be ready in like 30 to 35 minutes. So, and sometimes if I only use like one package of meat, it's ready in 20 minutes. So it's pretty cool, but let me turn it around and show you what this looks like. So this right here is a deep covered baker. And as you can see, mine looks a little brown on the inside, and that's okay because that's seasoning. So this baker can go in the oven, and it can also go in the microwave. And the great, oh, there's the cat, just checking it out. The great thing about the deep covered baker is that it cooks in the microwave. I'm going to turn this back around, as if it's a brick oven in the microwave. So like I've cooked chicken in this, and that was really what hooked me on it to begin with, because the Pampered Chef party that I went to, the lady cooked a whole chicken, like a rotisserie type chicken, in the deep covered baker, and it turned out like delicious. It was very juicy, very tender, and it wasn't rubbery at all, which was what I was afraid of. So I make so many things in this deep covered baker, and I can make great meals in 30 minutes or less. And if I really have my act together, I can put those meals together in you know, on the weekends, and then put all of my ingredients in like a Ziploc bag, or, you know, a freezer bag, and just have them ready in the refrigerator to go. So I've done fajitas that way. I've done chili. I've done a potato soup that's really good. The meatloaf, as I said. There's also a beef stroganoff that I've done in there it's also like super easy and good, and all in one pot. I'm not dirtying a bunch of pots, although in the meatloaf case I also am dirtying the pan that I'm mixing the meatloaf in, but you know, cooking, it's one pot and it's done. So I'll just be doing some instant potatoes to go with it, and a bag of broccoli, and dinner is done.